angry. That might be the angriest song
that we've ever
utilized to say good day to everybody.
Might be. 25 years, right?
Yeah. God damn.
Although, no, I mean the song, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The song and the album.
Both 25?
Yeah.
God damn, that's sweet serendipity.
Right. They planned it for this very moment.
God damn, that ain't bad.
Yeah. No shit. 25th anniversary, Far Beyond Driven. We're listening 25 years.
Fucking A.
That is apropos. Never mind. We're done. We should fucking just shut it down right there.
We should.
End it on a high note and
but
go
you know
get
we're
drunk.
not. You know we're not.
Can't. It's not possible.
What up, Homo sapiens?
Fellow wanderers of the realm.
That's it. Mead, Metal, and MMA podcast. Getting together again on a Friday. Just to check in and see what you assholes are up to on a Friday.
I have a lot of different chemicals rocking in my body right now.
Same here, but they're all bad.
Yeah, they're all bad. Well, no, they're not all bad.
Well, for me they are because they're all pneumonia. That's what that is.
Yeah. Man. God, yeah. You couldn't hear it on Friday, but by fucking cracky, you could hear it on Saturday.
Yeah, that shit came through like it's fucking fueled by a Pantera fucking album. Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, it fucking got progressively worse.
Woke up Monday morning, I thought I was drowning in my own lungs.
God, man.
Which actually technically I was.
Yeah, that's worrisome.
I get it every 2 or 3 years.
Especially at the transition of the seasons and
whenever the wind gets up, to 70 fucking mile an hour like we were bitching about last week.
It's true.
And if I ingest enough of New Mexico into my lungs, then it manifests itself as pneumonia within a couple of days.
Oh, man.
And that's what happened. So I've been fucked since Saturday morning until now.
Yeah. And when you mention it, I started oh shit, man, my throat's feeling a little scratchy. Oh my God, I can't do it. It might kill me. It might take me down.
No, I think that's actually probably what will claim me one day. They will send me off to Valhalla.
Something lung related. Yeah. That's my guess as well.
But not this time.
Not
this time, cold hand of death.
Another day, Satan, another day, perhaps. Well, you sound way fucking better you did Saturday, so that's
good. I'm kind of back to the grind. Technically, I only missed 1 day of work, and that was Monday.
Yeah, but it had apparently been a long time since you had missed a day of work due to illness.
Yeah, 8 years. But that's the whole thing.
Record holding motherfucker.
No, I mean, I'm just too dumb to not show up. That's what the fucking problem is. And even so, even looking back, I was like, God damn it, I should have took Tuesday. I would have been probably back to full health by now.
Yeah.
But I can't bring myself to take 2 days in a row off.
Well, that's a hell of a work ethic to have. That's a rarity, especially around here. So, I mean, good on you for that.
I'm in a weird position where if I don't go to work, though, everything's fucked. Everything's fucked. I mean, I'm not trying to overstate my fucking influence there.
No, just that you have a lot of jobs that are you and you alone doing it.
And the primary one, my day job, the thing that fucking makes my nut. If I'm not there, there's nothing going on. So it's this fucking thing, and it will guilt me every time into making sure my ass is showing up, whether I'm well or not. And Monday wasn't the case because, frankly, Monday I thought, well, if this is the day, that's the day.
Wow, that's pretty heavy.
But it turned out I survived, and fuck it, I'm here. I'm among the living.
It's funny that
some chagrin.
I know it's funny that I make a joke 2 weeks ago how I like to make friends with people I know I'll outlive.
Yeah.
And here your ass nearly bites the goddamn big one on Monday.
Yeah, that's it.
You don't always have to take me literal at my words.
Yeah.
Sometimes there is a little bit of frivolity in there, my friend.
Yeah. Well, and I hadn't had the paperwork finalized, so that way you couldn't take over the meat hall just yet.
I only like to be friends with people that are going to come into big amounts of cash.
Oh, there we go.
Very soon.
I like that. I like
All
that
right?
shit. That's
okay.
That's
just
the one.
Testing out my powers, seeing if they work.
See if I hit that fucking lottery tomorrow.
Because if my powers do work, a lot of you motherfuckers are going down.
Yeah, no, we need to buy tickets. Yeah, absolutely.
Going down big time.
That motherfucker's up to $700 million.
Oh, shit.
I could probably find a way to spend that in one pass through in the Sweetwater catalog. So,
I would pay Keith Richards $1 million just to hang out with me for a day.
Oh, he'd do it to hang it up. It's it's going to require more.
He wouldn't. He wouldn't do it for $1 million. No, just to hang out with me for a day.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not Keith Richards. That would get really. He would party though. That dude would be able to hang.
Does he?
I would think so.
I know him and Mick go to the gym and shit like that.
Oh, so he probably doesn't. like drink a whole lot anymore.
You need to find fucking young musicians. That's what you got to do.
Yeah.
Got to find young people making
just-
poor decisions.
We'll just get Seth out here again. We'll be good.
No. Your wish is granted. We'll do that tomorrow.
Oh fuck, man, that was
And then that dude's back out my birthday weekend. It's all that everything.
yeah,
things are
fucking
lining
amazing
up.
how shit's working out. It's getting to be like that Al Bundy worry though. Like shit's going too good.
Yeah.
Something's about to fucking drop.
So you got to throw the monkey wrench in, just to fuck up the works.
Yeah, things get like I don't know. Maybe
My
that.
birth weekend, I'll go hang out down in Tatum at that bar they got down there.
The Tatum Bar.
I don't even remember the name of it. I know they have shuffleboard in there.
It might be called the Tatum Bar. I don't know.
Maybe. Fuck, I don't know.
My grandmother has family buried down there.
Yeah, well, go down there and drink, pour one out for the homies.
No, I'd rather not ever go have a reason to go to Tatum ever in my life.
Yeah.
That's a weird part in Mexico I like to avoid.
Yeah, man, you get populations under like 1,000 in New Mexico. They're weird fucking parts of the state. It doesn't matter if it's in the east, west, north, south.
And if it's under 100, you better just keep fucking driving.
That's best. Otherwise, watch Children of the Corn. That's almost a docudrama.
Well, you know that fucking cutoff to get from 40 to 25? God damn.
Yeah, that goes through Pecos, right?
I think so. Yeah.
They call
and
it up there.
It dumps
Pecos.
out right before Las Vegas.
Yeah. That's exactly it.
That is a scary goddamn drive at night. Even in the daytime, it's kind of weird.
Daytime is it looks like right before The Walking Dead starts, right?
Yeah. And there's a bar there that if you better fucking live in that town if you're going to that bar.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, well, and you better be bilingual, and by that I mean you better have money and speak Spanish.
Because money is the universal language for all. Oh man, yeah, this state can be pretty creepy at parts.
They will kill you up there. They'll
Yeah.
flay you like out of that house Bolton. Yeah, there's a Game of Thrones reference as we're getting geared up.
Oh yeah, getting geared up for a lot, man. Saw that fucking Deadwood trailer with you yesterday. Oh my god.
Yesterday was an audio-visual day.
And it was we rarely get a Thursday where a lot of cool shit happens.
Yeah, we had Spirit Adrift, our pals out in Phoenix. They dropped a new video. Actually, it's been more than a few days ago, but yesterday was the first day I found it. Watched that one back.
Yeah, hear her.
Watched the fucking Deadwood trailer that's out. That's a minute long.
I watched that about a dozen times.
Dude, well, we watched 4 over here.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I watched it another 8 after you fucking had to hang up your boots.
Christ almighty. I mean, and now we have a drop date, and that's going to be May 31st. Jesus, what else? I mean, there were like 4 fucking things. It was like any one of these is mind-blowing for a Thursday.
Yeah.
Let alone 4 of them stacked back to back to back to back.
I'm glad the Deadwood movie's on a Friday.
Yeah.
It will mean that we'll probably podcast on a Thursday.
You dicks are getting a May 30th podcast.
Unless we do one afterwards, which all I'd do is fucking jerk off Deadwood and be crying probably.
Yeah, I don't think we need...
Do we need that on the internet?
30th would be fine.
Weeping openly?
I think the 30th would be okay.
Well, I'll save my open weeping for the 200th podcast. That's when I'll cry on the podcast.
The fuck is that one coming up?
I don't know.
That's a couple of years, right?
Yeah, I'm hoping I'm dead before.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah, no, I likely will be.
I ain't crying on the internet. All right, when you die, Silka, you're going to be at the other table. You will be the new number 2.
You're going to have to fill in.
And then I'll die, and this will all be yours.
All be yours. All of this that you see.
Yes. This goddamn fucking empire.
All right, well, this may take a bit. So how's your week?
I think the world was out to get me.
All week long or just today?
I feel like it was all week.
Yeah. You get those that, like, I get it all the time. If I'm driving down the road and I'm making good time and I'm speeding by, I don't know, 20 miles an hour, and there's nobody ahead of me because it's a fucking road that nobody's ever on, and it's like 5 o'clock in the morning. And I'm driving along and think, God damn, I'm going to get to work early this morning. I'm already fucking figuring out how I'm going to allot that extra 90 seconds I'm going to have by driving fast.
Yeah.
Some dick pulls straight out and a great big fucking huge, like, bulldozer or some shit like that. It's like ah, and then I got to slow way the hell down.
Yeah, it's upon us.
And then I'm going to be crawling into work actually about 2 minutes late. So,
cunts. I mean, farmers are great.
Yeah, well,
but not if you're trying to get from A to B.
And that is the risk, because if I go through town, The risk reward factor becomes a little tougher because cops
it's not traffic. It's
cops
lights.
have nothing to do at 5 a.m. Now, outside to wait for people seeing if they're going to go through town at 35 through their 25. So I tend to try to drive as rural as I can.
Sure. Well, it's usually the best way to go. That's my route.
But world is out to get me because it's a rare thing for me to get that straight shot where I don't get fucked with and by traffic and rural roads.
Right.
Anyway, but that's my week. That's my perception of the world out to get me. Yours is a little different.
Yeah, I nearly died today.
Oh, there we go. This is like the death podcast is what this is.
Yeah.
It's the death cast.
Damn, yeah, I didn't realize we were going to take this gnarly turn with this tale. But yeah, so if I had been in my blue pickup, I would have been dust.
God, I would have been playing Cannibal Corpse in your honor today.
But no, it's...
No, it would have been Cannibal Corpse.
I have it written down on a piece of paper somewhere that I want a Tout Le Monde by fucking Megadeth and without that bitch from Lacuna Coil. Just classic Mustaine. But yeah, went to Seatown today to get some business done, get some labels printed out, which we'll discuss more in a little bit. And on my way back, this fucking white GMC Suburban, much similar to one I was thinking about buying.
Okay.
The one that you said had a huge ass.
Oh,
yeah, you're
those
damn right.
fucking
Those Acadias.
The AUVs, fuck
right.
those. Yeah.
Fucking just blew past me, right? It's still when the speed limit was 55. Probably going solid 80 already.
I can appreciate that.
And I was like, motherfucker. But after that, that's fine. Because, I just get pissed at him for being a dick for going fast, and then I'm already over it.
Isn't that funny how that happens? Like, that crazy son of a bitch is going to kill somebody. But you get behind somebody doing the speed limit like, motherfucker, I got places to go.
Because by then, you've already been burned by 3 assholes that are driving like assholes. So you take it out on a guy that's actually driving legally and lawfully.
Call those shitbirds.
That's right. That's right. People trying to fuck with our time. But, so I'm driving down the road still, and about 15 minutes later, I catch up with this thing. And I'm about 3 car lengths behind it because there's not really huge speed discrepancy. And I didn't try to catch up this motherfucker. And all of a sudden, the vehicle just jerks into the fucking shoulder where the rumble, and like the left wheels are on the rumble strip
like
thing.
A flat or something?
I don't know, but it was really sudden. And when it happened, you see the brake lights going off and on.
Oh.
But then it goes back on the road and corrects. And I hit the brakes immediately. So I'd made the decision, whenever I see someone driving like an asshole, I make it my fucking duty for them to be behind me.
Yeah. 100 miles an hour is like...
They can kill whoever the fuck they want back there, but they ain't getting me.
That's right.
So I proceed to do this. And just as I'm about to, like, the front end of my vehicle starting to be in line with the rear of theirs, motherfucker jerks into my lane.
Oh.
Thankfully, I don't freak out too much, or else I probably I'd have been in the median fucking rolled over because I'm in a Jeep now, and those things are notorious for rolling over.
Not as bad as Suzuki Samurai, but yeah, they're in the conversation. Yeah.
So I hit the rumble parts on the other side, correct, and come back, and that fucking vehicle is in the field, probably about 20 feet from the goddamn railroad tracks.
Oh, holy shit.
And I just kept driving because all of a sudden I had this big adrenaline burst going, and I was pissed and scared, and it was really, really bad. And I'm looking in my rearview mirror, and I see a guy get out of the driver's side very angrily and pick his phone up and is like immediately on it. But he's not like hanging out by the vehicle. The motherfucker was walking down the highway. I could see in my rear view for about the next 5 miles. He was walking away from everything.
Wow.
Which leads me to believe that there might have been some kind of marital fucking spat.
Oh, was there a passenger?
Yeah, because the passenger door swung open, but no one came out.
Oh, there you go.
Which I almost wanted to just stop, but I had about $100 worth of really, really great weed, and I didn't want to have to fucking answer questions about my medical marijuana use.
Right.
So I just kept driving.
Besides that, if that's a goddamn domestic, the last thing you want to do is be in the middle of that.
Yeah, but I'm fucking not surprised. I am surprised this vehicle didn't fucking roll. They were going 65, and it was a hearty jerk, and this is a big fucking vehicle.
So it's probably some asshole in the passenger seat, the spouse in question, probably.
I don't know. I'm assuming a married couple, but it could have been a brother or whatever.
A brother-sister marital relationship.
I know who it was. An asshole bastard cunt.
There you go.
That could have really ruined my day as well.
There's your 3-dinger for you.
Fucking vehicle for 2 months and then fucking roll it in the median all because someone got Taco Bell instead of Taco Box.
Well, I'm certain it involved a box. But anyway,
the well-used one, my God.
Shit. Outside of that calamity, how's the rest of your week, son?
I went to Walmart to buy a fucking record player today, and they didn't have any. Bummed me out.
No, let's get that shit online, dude. Fuck Walmart.
They had a fucking perfect one too. The perfect one.
Yeah, but
for the money and for what it did, it was perfect for me.
Let's get you fucking better than that.
I want
shit.
a goddamn 1908 Victrola right off the fucking Titanic.
There's an Audio Technica we need to talk about. We'll
Oh, that's that fucking brand we saw in Austin.
Yeah,
right?
dude. No, it's top notch. I mean, if you're for what your purposes are, I mean that's got to be top notch. I mean that or Tascam, but
I would like for it to be portable. So, because your fucking plethora of records is far more diverse than mine. I have like a half dozen that I want to listen to.
That's because I'm old.
Well, yeah. But thankfully you're old and held on to your shit from when you were not old.
Yeah, some of it got fucking yard sailed off while I was in goddamn boot camp.
Burn. God damn it.
Thanks, Mom.
Well, at least you still got your Power Slave album.
Yeah, I got that.
That's like a first pressing, right?
Yeah, that's fucking the day that thing came out. I was down at a goddamn record store in El Paso. Rode my bicycle down to buy that bitch.
God damn.
In like 100 some odd degree fucking heat. Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Was it worth it?
Yes. Yes.
The one I regret losing the most, I had Metallica's Kill 'Em All, which doesn't sound that cool at first, but I had it when it was fucking issued on Megaforce Records.
And that was like, they only carried, one record of theirs, right?
Megaforce was a record label out of San Fran. Can't recall. But it was out on that for a very short time, and then they got picked up by Elektra.
Okay.
That was like
a pre-big label.
Yeah, and then Elektra came out, and then that was the mass production. Like, that's one I currently have.
Speaking of Bay Area, I'm a little blown away. I listen to the Bill Burr podcast, the Monday morning podcast. He drops it on Mondays and Thursdays. Technically, usually Tuesdays and Fridays, about the time I get it. But he had Les Claypool on from Primus.
Shit.
Les Claypool, guess who he fucking went to high school with out in the Bay Area?
And
bought weed from?
Kerry King.
Kirk Hammett.
Oh, shit.
Same high school, same classes, all that shit.
Wow.
I was blown the fuck away. I was like, how? I mean, you get that weird California thing where like a whole bunch of famous people all come from the same goddamn school, same class. There you go.
Yeah.
Due to the founder of Primus and the shitty lead guitar player from Metallica.
Which makes it even funnier because then the dude, after Cliff died, tried out to be the bass player.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, I bet he fucking probably. I'm just assuming, but
no, they knew immediately that one. Not only was Les Claypool too goddamn talented to be the bass player for Metallica,
because they're wanting a background guy, right?
Yeah. Well, shit, they got Jason Newsted, and then they put out "And Justice for All." And how many times do you get to hear the sweet bass on that album?
Man, you have to set your stereo a fucking very certain way even to hear it.
Thankfully, there are some YouTubers that have went out and remastered it and brought the bass up, and it's weird to hear that because I'm so used to 1989 in my head that when I hear Newsted's bass, it doesn't belong. I mean, it does. It's there.
Sure.
It's just not. But Les Claypool,
that's one guy we've never talked shit about.
That's one guy.
And probably nor will
he's
we.
He's bass
right?
player in my Ultimate Band.
Yeah.
When we had that discussion, God, over a year ago, I think.
I don't even remember my picks now. I didn't even do any research. I didn't fucking put any thought into it. I just threw out some bullshit, and it's.
I remember your brother picked the bass player from Tool.
Yeah, which was the right goddamn pick.
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
I didn't think my Les Claypool pick could be usurped, but he did it.
Well, man, that's pretty equal pairing, though.
And I know I had Hetfield on rhythm guitar, but not singing.
Like I said, my picks were carnival-like, and I don't know. I'd like to revisit that one of these days. Probably no time soon, but one of these days.
Well, I believe that's when you also were reintroduced to acid when you made those picks. Right?
No. You would think. I was like, oh, no, I was huffing gasoline that day.
Oh, okay. So it's more like fever dream pics and shit. Gotcha.
I didn't take it serious. Like, goddamn, you and Daryl fucking did. Oh, my God.
Yeah, I put a lot of work into that. Because
I put no work into it. I came up with like 5 minutes before the podcast.
It showed, motherfucker.
Yeah, it did.
It showed.
It did. Yep. Yeah, you're not fucking kidding.
I bet they're on the Facebook page. I know Daryl put his on there.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, I'll have to go check that out because I'm curious to. I can remember 3/5.
I only remembered fucking like because I thought Henry Rollins would be a great pick if you're going to have like a fucking front man just like belting shit.
Oh yeah,
you know?
But then the rest of your fucking band's going to be all energy. It has to be.
Yeah.
Like Flea is your fucking bass player.
I think I might have took Flea actually.
It's starting to sound a little more familiar now that you mentioned Henry Rollins.
It sound like shit actually, but yeah, that's but yeah.
That doesn't sound like shit. That sounds like a fucking early 90s fucking punk ska kind of fucking thing.
Maybe. I don't know. We need to
you gotta have the brass.
We need to revisit like at episode 200.
Ooh, I know you had it turned off. That vibration fucking rang through, my friend.
Oh wait, this is actually Seth. So this is actually something important. Never mind.
Okay. Well, you get the first one's always free, motherfuckers.
First one, every time. Oh, this is somebody that might bring some of the conversation.
There we go.
Yeah.
There we go. The Claypool did something with was it Sean Lennon?
Yeah,
the disowned Lennon child.
Yeah, and did it's not South of Sanity, South of Reality.
South of Reality.
Yeah, which I didn't realize they actually fucking already did another record.
Claypool, Lennon, Delirium put out an album about 2 years ago that basically sounds like John Lennon and Les Claypool got together and did a Beatles album.
Right.
Which a lot of people probably think right off the bat, we don't need that. You kind of do.
Right.
Because it reminds you just how goddamn trippy two individuals can be. And these are two out there motherfuckers.
Well, here's the thing that gets me is because you'll have people telling you how great that Trent Reznor is because he's way out there. Dude, Claypool easily is... It's not so much that he's just out there, but the fact of the matter is that he brings so much goddamn talent to the table. Yeah. I'm not saying Trent Reznor's not, but every time that he's with another super artist, shall we say, that he's providing the backing for that. You know, when they did that little Superman thing, with fucking What's His Nuts from Queens of the Stone Age and
Josh Homme,
and David Grohl. Trent Reznor.
David K. Grohl.
Yes.
Of the David K. Grohl band.
Sorry, I was trying to multitask. But when they did that little like trio thing, Trent Reznor's shit is barely audible.
Yeah. You know where Trent Reznor really fucking shines?
Fucking 9 Inch Nails back in the 90s?
Well, I'd say 93, 94. That was it.
Yeah.
Is doing fucking soundtracks for movies.
I can see that because that's a whole different skill set.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, no, absolutely. That's where he shines more there now than he does in the studio, I think. I know everyone's got a big boner for like more 9 Inch Nails music, but
I don't know why actually because man, Downward Spiral is about the best you're going to get.
Perfect Drug EP was pretty good.
Yeah.
I have to admit anything after that I checked out. Bite the Hand That Bleeds or Bite the Hand That Feeds.
I don't.
That's the newest 9 Inch Nails song I've heard.
Yeah, that was what
2000. Well, that was on Rock Band. That fucking game came out in 2006,
04, probably when that dropped.
Yeah, anything time before then. And that was fucking radio friendly as fuck.
And that's it's nothing against Trent Reznor. It's just I think that's. He encapsulates a lot of shit you get from the 90s. It's a very specific sound that works very well in a very short span of time.
Right.
And after that, it doesn't really work anymore. And he knows it better than anybody.
I could listen to Pretty Hate Machine and Downward Spiral back to back and be just fine. Right. I don't need anything after that.
You know what the nice thing is when you get away from that and like don't listen to it for like 12 years, then fucking suddenly it's like, God damn, this is all right.
Yeah, dude.
But don't go and listen to it again the next day.
No, I can't listen to Pretty Hate Machine 2 days in a row. I just revisited it after probably not hearing it for about 4 years.
Yeah.
And it was a lot of fun. But after that, I was done. Like I'm done. And I can't do it with the Downward Spiral because there's only a few songs on there I really enjoy.
Right.
The rest of it is fucking noise to me now because it's just I've outgrown that shit. It didn't come with me as my musical taste grew.
Well, man, just you and I alone have fucking very much changed.
Yeah.
Even from episode 1 of this podcast, because our whole idea was really putting together some folk metal stuff, and trying to really incorporate that into what we were trying to do. We were trying to do like a folk / doom kind of a thing, which I kind of gave up on that idea until Sour came out with their recent fucking release, and then all of a sudden I fell in love with fucking folk metal again.
Right.
But, I think
it took something big though.
But the evolution has been very, very different. We're more into more technical, but yet more heavy, if that fucking makes sense. I mean, because usually the more technical you get, the lighter it kind of tends to get. And I'm not talking about the power metal assholes and everything else. Usually, if you're trying to get like a lot of highly technical stuff going on, at least out of the guitar, man, it's not going to be that heavy. It's a trade-off that you tend to have with that dynamic.
Yeah.
But we've been finding reasons to kind of keep coming back to that because we find that there are a lot of talented bastards out there, slinging an axe and playing some heavy doom stuff,
And it can be done. The guitar player from The Sword actually had some very interesting things to say about the current doom metal scene.
This would be great if we had a fucking audio clip right here, but
the
guys.
This was text. This wasn't spoken.
Yeah, right.
But the Sword have been on hiatus for a little while because apparently people fell out of love with them.
Fucking you and I included, dude. If we're being honest.
Well, apparently, and the guitarist said it himself, the fans clamored for the old shit while they tried to evolve. There's nothing wrong with evolving, but if you fucking don't do it right, your fans will let you know. And now this guy's doing solo stuff while the Sword's on hiatus, and he basically blames the Sword's downfall because of bands like Pallbearer coming up on the rise.
Did he call him out by
name? Not out by
okay.
name, but he like called them these half-ass something or
ass
other.
turkeys, shitbirds.
These dirt worshiping heathens here. Coming in and basically doing what they've been doing since day one.
Well, go fuck off, because everybody before them was doing. You could say the same shit about Skyclad or anybody else. Oh, Swords fucking like living on their goddamn.
But you know
coattails.
what? Fucking Skyclad is just continuing doing their shit.
Yeah,
they're comfortable knowing what they did. The Sword, I think, is a little bummed out that their fans bailed on them, and they're blaming other bands for it. That's what I get from it. That's just my opinion.
That's bullshit. Some other fun soap opera shit going on in the genre. So Davis, he I don't know if he's still writing for him. He used to write for Metal Injection. All these guys always have to do this like weird, like self-imposed internet silence is what they call it. That's what he called it in a tweet. He said, "I'm breaking my recent self-imposed internet silence to say the new Spirit Adrift and Inner Arma albums are flawless examples of what heavy music should be."
Sounds like a fine compliment.
Which is great.
Yeah, I mean, it's ridiculous if somebody say, "I'm breaking my social media silence to let y'all know how great these two bands are."
Aaron Lambert did too. He fucking
he's
I too
what, they
will
give it
break.
up for Lent?
Yeah, maybe.
Well, then they broke Lent. That's it. G's going to come down and fuck them up.
Yeah,
is that how it works?
The quote unquote. Anyway, now we're buds with fucking Spirit Adrift, southwestern fucking cats like we are.
Yeah, fucking dude has a Mead a metal and MMA podcast himself.
Hell yeah, check that out. But so Spirit Adrift says never heard of Inner Arma. Check him out. And Inner Arma says never heard of Spirit Adrift either. Sounds like an uplifting Disney flick.
God
Towards then, Spirit Adrift, they tweet back, said, "At least it's real words. We're a band for the common man. Ain't nobody ever seen either of those words in y'all's name." But
fucking
then
face.
Yeah, well,
roasted, as Ben Askren would say.
Inner Arma comes back like a day later.
Yeah, your mom sucks dick.
It says, got us there. Old guitar player thought he was real highfalutin by going to college and naming his band after a goddamn quote by Cicero. Joke's on him. His next band was called Fetus Stomp. So at least
At least there's a little goddamn intelligence.
There's
in this
some
fucking
humor.
fight.
There's some humor. I mean, they're not.
I mean, okay. I'm hoping, like, now in this light, maybe this was just some friendly bickering between people in the biz.
I think so. But the problem is, I do think, and thankfully I think that's what it is, but that's the biggest goddamn problem of fucking metal, is that assholes have an ego through the fucking roof, and they can't take the slightest criticism from fans, from fucking fellow bands, from labels, from fucking promoters. They can't take.
Well, look at that motherfucker from Imagine Dragons.
Oh my!
When Corey Taylor said that he was that Imagine Dragons was the new Nickelback, and that guy puts out a goddamn press statement saying, "It'd really be nice, we're all in this business together. Someone's about to get banned. Someone's about to get banned.
Dog is on the loose in the meat hall.
Oh my God, running wild."
Yeah.
Basically, he was like saying, if you play music, you shouldn't be able to fucking critique other people's music. We should all like all our shit.
Right.
Which is ridiculous.
It's bullshit.
You can't hate shit anymore. You can't say, I don't like that.
We live in an age where that's the thing. It's
and
like,
you can't even fucking be funny when you do it, too.
No.
You can't fucking be witty when you say you don't like something because you're going to hurt somebody's feelings. Well, go fuck yourself.
That's the problem. The age we live in is because everybody has an opinion, but yet, that opinion better be something for the heavens, because otherwise, if you hurt anybody's feelings or anybody feels that they've been triggered, then goddamn it, then you are laid out, bare for all of your fucking improprieties.
It doesn't make fucking sense to me anymore, man.
Bullshit. But
it's
anyway.
like I attribute it to, like, you get to a four-way stop, right? And everybody, you arrive with three other vehicles. And you're the only one that actually went and passed the goddamn test.
Right.
And if y'all come up to the goddamn thing at the same time, the guy to your right goes first.
Right.
But nobody else knows that. So then you just try, okay, I'm going to fucking get this started myself. And all three of them come in and just fucking murder your ass at the same time. That's what it is. You're damned if you do and damned if you don't.
Man, it's some bullshit.
I was going to make a porn reference, but I figured the four-way stop reference was better.
I think it's all right. I think we're good. I think you don't need to go talking about which avenue that shit's going with.
It's like that one porn I made about 12 years ago.
Yeah, you can find it on. Do some search on Pornhub.
Go on
Pornhub, the red-headed stranger.
You can stream it on Amazon. It's Amazon Prime, all right? Amazon Prime.
So, anyway, we have anything else we got on the metal segment? Because we're doing things a little out of order this week, which is fine. Thank you, Silka.
Oh, thank you very, very much, Lee. Rapid fire some shit for you, sir.
Okay.
Metallica is going to be doing a 20-year anniversary of S&M with the San Francisco Symphony Orchestra again from Berkeley. I think that's really cool. That's more my bag than yours.
Yeah, it's fine. I anytime that anybody does some shit like that, because you might recall William Duvall and Jerry Cantrell did some shit.
Cashmere, yeah.
Yeah, it was really badass. Which, by the way, if you're looking for some shit to, like, make your weekend, if you haven't checked it out yet, just Google fucking Alice in Chains Cashmere. Yeah.
It's crazy how many people really loathe bands that do the symphony thing. Some bands can't pull it off.
Yeah.
But with, except the Balls to the Wall guys did a fucking concert with an orchestra. I don't get it.
Well, some things don't make a lot of sense, but man, I'm of a weird mindset that if you don't dig it, then just leave it alone. Move on to the next thing and find your hate somewhere else, man. I mean,
50th anniversary Woodstock coming up at Watkins Glen in August with bands such as Miley Cyrus.
Oh, we're getting the hard rock shit there. Okay.
The Killers. Let's see. I'm going to just run through and see if they're Robert Plant and the Sensational Space Shifters.
But he's on his tour, so that's not exactly like,
And it's the first day, too. It's not the last day. Usually you save the people that, you would expect to be at Woodstock to be there for your last big fucking
Robert Plant's had this tour laid out for like 2 years.
Oh, yeah. This is just another gig.
Yeah.
Day 2, Sturgill Simpson. That's kind of cool.
Kind of. Well, because it kind of fits with the Woodstock kind of mantra. Because I
think Sturgill belongs there more than Greta Van Fleet does.
Yeah, you're right.
Greta Van Fleet are just there because they sound like Led Zeppelin.
Those kids are catching a lot of shit, and I felt bad for them for a while, but
that second album did it, dude.
That criticism is hard to avoid when they brought nothing to the table with that second album.
And Pussy Riot,
only because of their bullshit in Moscow. It's a political act.
Right.
So.
Oh, and Imagine Dragons.
Motherfucker.
Chris Fane, the other guy that hits trash cans and Slipknot, was kicked out of the band right after he had said he is suing the band.
Didn't you talk? You talked about that last week on the show.
We talked about him suing the band, and now he's not in the band anymore.
Yeah, and everybody in the band had said there's a lot to the story. Stand by. Well,
apparently, the first big chapter is you're fired.
So what does he do? Go to the Department of Labor and try to get unemployment?
Got to get unemployment. Yeah,
guess,
but
right?
And if he gets he's been in that band since its inception. I think he's going to be able to recoup at least maybe $500 a month,
unless he is completely at fault for. Well, yeah, I get the joke.
Right,
but I mean, I thought because he's the lawsuit's still there. I mean, unless they find it's well, you are a founding member of this band, therefore, no matter what bullshit you might have done, the shenanigans and hijinks you might have pulled.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. When you do some of the shit he's done, I don't know that any court anywhere is going to find for it.
It's tough. And lastly, what is the greatest rock and roll saga with time travel movie ever made?
The greatest rock and roll saga with time travel?
Included ever made. I probably could have worded that better, but I'm a little drunken and fucked up.
God damn, I wish I were in your shoes. I'm
a pint
cold,
of Monster.
sober. I mean, would heavy metal count, maybe?
If you think Winger and Kiss are heavy metal.
Winger and Kiss?
Well, that's some of the bands that are in this rock and roll movie saga that includes traveling backward and forward in time. And being excellent to each other.
Oh, Bill and Ted.
There you
okay.
go.
No, I was like, what? I don't know why I thought animated was part of it too.
No, not heavy metal or I was about to say a Cure for some reason.
Cool.
But no, Bill and Ted, yes, and we are getting Bill and Ted 3.
Right, and I like the time traveling aspect, so that way we can get George Carlin back, right?
I hope so. I hope we get a young George Carlin. That's what I want.
Dig him up.
That is the one big piece that is the Powers booth of the thing. But I mean, fucking George Carlin's been dead for
been gone a long
while,
time, 5
right?
years, 6 years.
Yeah. So, but it's really cool to think that we're gonna get one more out of these guys. It's not gonna do well. They're fucking. This
the
is for
second one was fucking terrible, man.
I enjoyed it.
No.
I
but
enjoyed it.
you have a bias.
I don't know. I've rewatched that movie and I still love it. And then I've rewatched the first one. I love it. I love everything about it. And Keanu looks just like he did in the fucking first movie.
Oh, I thought you were going to say like he did in Dracula.
No, that fucking might as well. That dude does not age.
He's Hawaiian.
But the other cat, can't remember his name. The other one that was in Lost Boys. He looks like it.
Alex.
Bill Preston. No, yeah, Bill Preston. No, Bill is Preston. That's
his character name.
I know.
Alex White, right?
There you go. Yeah, that sounds right. That's going to be really cool. I'm looking forward to that. There's just a lot of entertainment.
Same here,
shit
because
going
that
down.
might open the door for Dude, Where's My Car 2.
Ooh, you're really wanting to. Is Ashton Kutcher? He ain't doing shit, right?
Yeah.
I almost called him Kutcher. Kutcher? Is that how you say his name? Kutcher?
Cooter. Cooter.
Cooterotomy.
Yeah. I got nothing else for metal. I think we're good. I think that's been a pretty good fucking segment today. Let's get on to Mead for the
Metal Mead and MMA podcast.
Which actually shouldn't take terribly long. We've had that proprietary batch going for a while. We're going to be Brandon went and did the legwork on getting the labels done for the White Shadow Ranch batch.
I really dig that gal at the print shop. Collins Print Shop in Clovis. Shout out.
I was not aware that we'd find somebody more OCD than you are, and here we go.
And I don't even think I that's not my kind of OCD, because I'm more like symmetry,
spatial,
where she is just like everything has to be perfect.
Yeah.
From coloring, like if it's oversaturated, she'll take it in there and kind of dumb it down a little bit. And ask me to come back into the spot where it's like, if you're not an employee, your ass can't be back here.
Right.
But she had to make sure I was okay with that one little bit of white that's in the corner.
Yeah.
Like, shit, usually I've taken an X-Acto knife and shave off 90 degrees of that motherfucker.
Fucking absolutely have done that
before.
That
is perfect. I don't have to do anything. Yeah. This is that's where we're going for our finish labels.
Absolutely.
You know, that's it's a great prize for them, and they look great.
Yeah, they really do.
That fucking meticulous attitude shows in the finished product.
Yeah,
took up 10 minutes of her time for $1.27.
Yeah,
with tax.
Yep,
good day.
Yeah, Holland's Office Center. Big shout out to the print shop there. So that batch, we're going to probably go ahead and bottle it, I guess, Sunday, thanks to my busy goddamn weekend ahead.
Right.
So we'll bottle it on Sunday, which means then we'll let the corks do their thing and get their breathing done, and probably have them labeled by Thursday next week, Thursday or Friday, and have that batch off to the White Shadow Ranch. And
at that point, they're gone.
Yeah, we're down to our 2 batches that we have going on. One of which will be a straight Mead batch, and the other which will, I'm guessing, will probably turn into our Holly King.
It's going to be the Holly King 2019.
Right.
The decade closer, because that's a very important mead. The mead that we have bottled at the end of a decade.
Are you one of those, though, that says then 2019 is the last year of the decade, or is it 2020 because year 1 was year 1, and therefore the even number then would be actually the close of a decade?
No, I think 2010 is the first year of the decade, and 2019 is the last.
Okay.
That is right, isn't it?
I don't know. Because remember when we hit the year 2000, there were assholes out there going, well, technically.
Well, that's like celebrating the 25th anniversary of something.
Because there wasn't a year 0.
Exactly,
see?
Yeah. You're really celebrating the 24th. It's been 25 years since it happened, but it's not the 25th anniversary.
That's for fucking people that care more than I do. So
that's true. That's a podcast we need Ruben here for. He might be able to argue with us.
Really?
For about 5 minutes, and then he'd want to talk about butterflies.
That's right.
Or lowriders.
Indeed. So there's that. We have those 2 batches that are underway. Does that mean we'll start a third one? The answer to that's probably yes, because I'd also like to go ahead and do a Green Man batch this year.
Get to be the time of year for it.
Well, because if we get it started by no later than mid-April, then, yeah, it'll be good to go green chili season around here. So,
looking forward to that. God, man. I'm glad we didn't hit any of that fucking weather today.
Well, yeah, we were supposed to get some fucking, tornadoes or some shit or something, or thunderstorms.
Apparently that's all. Thankfully, in another time zone.
Yeah. Usually the bad shit starts here and it goes over and kicks Texas's ass. So,
and I think that was the exact setup for today.
But anyway, I think we're good on Mead. Again, if you're a friend of ours, local area or something like that. Oh, a funnel cloud where? Oh, here? But that was way up in the sky. That was a sideways one. Yeah.
Okay, good. Because I was. Thankfully, my ringer's off.
Although if it blew me off into a crazy weird land in Technicolor with a bunch of midgets and weird roads, it'd be all right.
Oh, fucking! I gotta go, man. Yeah. I have a tornado to catch. Time for me to go to that next plane of existence, son.
That's it.
Well, I guess
looking for some good nap time out in the fields, you know.
That's right. Yeah. Lay in a field of worry-free good time.
Flying monkeys, you know.
Well, I guess we should talk a little bit about some Chingaso's way.
UFC, I don't want to get deep on it, but last weekend, actually, there were a couple of items we probably ought to talk about.
Yeah. Really, number one is how Darren Till got fucking dealt with by Jorge Masvidal.
Again, the second time in a row we've seen Darren Till get wiped the fuck out.
And I know a lot of people are giving credit to Jorge Masvidal's left, which I give full credit for fucking putting him down.
Sure.
But what finished the job was the canvas. That's what finished the job. He hit that canvas with the back of his head. I've never heard a sound like that in my life. That didn't have another guy slamming a dude down for it. That was all head, man.
Yeah.
And it was scary. Thankfully, he was sitting on a stool by the time they announced the winner.
Well, and as they usually talk about, too, is that canvas gets a little firmer the closer to the edge of the octagon.
And he was maybe his head landed 2 feet away from the cage.
2 or 3 feet from the fucking cage, yeah.
Oh, my God. It was something that, I lost my fucking mind.
Yeah.
Because I kind of thought the Till train was over. But, man, those violent knockouts are getting harder and harder to digest. Especially violent when someone gets hurt that's outside the scope of the punch.
That one looked old school in the fact that like it looked like some shit that would have went down back in Liddell's heyday.
Yeah, you rarely see someone getting knocked out. Last time I saw a knockout like that was Jose Aldo and Conor McGregor.
Right. Yeah.
That didn't need any follow up, even though there was one extra follow up that was they didn't feel it.
Right. Well, I mean, you get those, but you're right. As far as getting an entire bounce right off of the fucking canvas,
it was scary. It was like Tim Means breaking his fucking leg after getting knocked out because he just fell wrong. I hate that shit.
I will say this: Darren Till might be the most dangerous welterweight in the first round.
Yeah, he's the Rumble at 170.
Because that dude in the second round has got zero.
Yeah, after getting goddamn Jorge Masvidal running across the cage and kicking him square in the cock.
Yeah, 8 seconds in.
4 seconds.
4 seconds. There it is.
Yeah. But then Darren Till put him on his ass, and Jorge it looked like that's how the fight was going to go.
He kind of actually really looked like he had the advantage. He owned the first round. Second round.
Oh, absolutely.
Second round, Till looked like he had a little less fire in the belly for it. And we've seen that time and time again with this guy.
Second round, the Woodley fight, even though he was getting beat up in that first round, not to the point where you felt like he was going to come out in that second round and look like he had nothing left.
Right.
He looked like he had nothing left in that second
round. It leads
round.
me to believe that actually in that Cerrone fight, had Cowboy Cerrone been able to kind of just weather the first round, fucking it might have been a very different result.
Darren Till derailed Cowboy's welterweight run.
Which all told is probably for the better. That dude at 155 is a far more dangerous man than he is at 170.
And that's a great place to make his last stand.
Sure, absolutely.
I
think other than that, Masvidal and Leon Edwards had an exchange backstage.
Well, by exchange, if you mean fucking Jorge Masvidal backyarded his ass into the fucking stands, man.
Gave him what?
A three burger backstage, and Leon Edwards didn't get shit off because by the time he even had a thought to do it, they were separated.
I forgot what it was that Masvidal called it to. I gave him the number 3 and a soda and glide out.
Number 3 with a soda.
Yeah, something like that. The three-piece and a soda, and I glided out. Yeah, and like there it is. Well,
and since this shit happened in the UK. There's no fucking legal repercussion for it.
Nothing.
Jorge Masvidal was allowed to fly back to the States. So guess what? There's not going to be any repercussion for it. Everyone bitching about it should stop bitching about it. We're going to get Masvidal and Leon Edwards in a grudge match now.
It creates a pretty good rivalry. I get that. And Masvidal, I mean...
And after Till losing, Leon Edwards is the next fucking British fighter in line to be the guy. Darren Till was the guy when Bisping retired. Well, when Bisping lost the belt.
Well, and then you had who's the fucking dad bod looking dude? Ben Askren was calling out Darren Till, so Till loses. So he tries to turn the tables and calling out Masvidal now. Ben Askren, fucking, you chose the wrong horse. You chose the wrong horse.
And if people don't realize that he's just calling out money fights, then they do now. I already knew that's what he was doing.
Sure. No, that's the only reason why Ben Askren came over to the UFC.
Yeah. But Dana White's already said we're working on that rematch with Robbie Lawler. And that's what needs to happen.
That's what should happen.
Yeah.
You got to run that one back. I got
a funny feeling that fight will end very differently.
I would say so. And, man, I don't know. I mean, I will certainly attribute knowledge I get, to podcasts. Joe Rogan's podcast, he had Kamaru Usman on.
100%.
And, and they ran that one back, the video, like 5 times. And Rogan admitted, he's like, yeah, man, Lawler was not out. He wasn't out. Because when that hand drops kind of limply, he kind of moves the fingers to the side. And because if you are indeed choked out, the hand goes limp and it doesn't do anything. Robbie Lawler's hand went limp and immediately spread wide.
There's another theory from the Gracies. You know how they'll put videos up,
right,
of like breaking down submission victories? The way they put it was that Lawler was out, but he was out. I mean, it was a fucking small amount of time. And it just happened to be when Herb Dean went down to pick up that arm. And when he did it, Ben Askren, when he saw it go down a little bit, Ben Askren just kind of let up a little bit, and Lawler was back.
Well, that's where Usman argues that. Because the fact
Usman said that
too?
Oh, okay.
No, because he said no fighter on planet Earth loosens up when the official comes over. They fucking tighten up.
Damn right.
They tighten up to finish
you get
that
a thumb.
bitch. Yeah.
You get a thumb.
You tighten that up. And that's why he said that Lawler wasn't out. I don't know. Fucking roll it back again. We'll see what fucking happens.
I think we get a round 2, but
I mean, Askren didn't want anything to do with him in the first place. I think he feels like he got away with one. He doesn't want a second.
Dude, he got opened up and nearly paralyzed in that fight by Robbie Lawler.
Well, and that's what'll fucking happen in the welterweight division of the UFC.
I hope Robbie Lawler doesn't come back in that second fight and try to wrestle him again. Or like try to do any slams or anything. Just keep distance and just because he did a lot of damage. Ben Askren didn't throw one punch.
Right.
That's one of the rare fights where the dude won without throwing a goddamn single punch. It's 0 for 0 on Ben Askren fight metric. But it has to happen again. It has to.
I think so. But Askren's going to fight it the whole goddamn way. But
yeah, but whether he likes it or not, he's in the fucking machine now.
Well, that's the thing. And he keeps saying, I just want to keep moving up. Well, in order to move up, you've got to clear up controversy.
Yeah, or fight Tyron Woodley, which he won't do.
He's not going to do that because they're out of the same camp.
I'd rather do it. It'd be like UFC 3. Be like, guess what, motherfucker? You can't train this camp because you're fighting that guy. Go train in fucking Alaska or something.
No.
You
bastard. Wouldn't recommend Milwaukee.
No. It's Algonquin for the good land. It ain't Algonquin for fucking the land of heroes anymore.
Let's talk about UFC Nashville so we can start throwing some whiskey down our hatches here.
Oh, wait. Hold on. I did some quick work. I put a lot of work into this.
I don't want to take away from your...
Yes.
You've done some studious...
I actually did homework.
Yes.
It wasn't on music. It was on MMA. So we know that the USADA drug testing regimen came into effect July 1st, 2015. And there were a lot of MMA fighters whose performances seemed to change a little bit, and a lot of them were Brazilian. We talk a lot of shit here at the show about Brazilian fighters. 9 times out of 10 is really just all in jest, but I have some solid evidence here that post-USADA, there's a lot of Brazilian fighters that are not doing well. In no particular order, I'm just going to run down the list here. Edson Barbosa, who is fighting Justin Gaethje next week, which I will be watching. Before USADA do is 15-3. After USADA, he's 5-3. He's had 8 fights. Has a winning record. I don't think there's a lot of change there, although he has lost as many fights post-USADA as he has his entire career.
My argument for Barbosa, but of course I'm a fan, so keep that in mind. But he's fighting higher-level fighters now. Because he was down in the lower ranks
all the time. Dude's fighting Justin Gaethje next week.
Dude's like legit fighting killers now.
Right, and that's a tough weight division these days.
Oh hell yeah, it is. It's a murderous row.
Francisco Trinaldo, pre-USADA 17-4, post-USADA 6-2, 8 fights, hasn't been popped. I think you can rest assured that Trinaldo is not a cheater.
Well, he doesn't train out of that União. Norte Divisio or whatever
Nova União.
Yeah.
Which is Portuguese for where's the fucking needle, bro?
I was legitimately like, this means...
Oh, man.
No, it means new...
Portugal ain't going to be listening to us. Fabricio Verdum, pre-USADA, 25-1. Post-USADA, 3-3. And has currently been popped for cheating.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to get down to some serious numbers here. Anderson Silva, 33-6-1 pre-USADA, and 2 of those were the Weidman fights.
Right.
Post-USADA, 1-3.
He's an old man now, though. It's my problem is, and he's popped, by the way. But
been popped.
And he says it's for his marital, AIDS.
I believe his exact words were 4-2 boner.
Yes, 4-2 boner. Needs a 4-2 boner. But Anderson Silva's an old man, so it's hard for me to kind of really get on board with that one.
Yeah, but it's still
clearly he's been cheating because he got caught. So,
exactly. Thiago Alves, pre-USADA 21-10, post-USADA 2-3. I think if you got double-digit losses and you're a UFC fighter, it's kind of expected that you're going to drop some.
I think that's probably... I would put him in the same boat as I would Anderson. So.
The big shocker, you're not going to like this one. Alex Cowboy Oliveira, pre-USADA 13-4-1, post-USADA 6-2-1, and that one came from illegal knee.
Right.
So this guy has fought 9 times post USADA, never been popped. He's active. He wins. He just can't make weight.
Yeah, I was going to say.
And he's an asshole when he doesn't make weight.
His PED is called fucking pizza. Yeah.
And the last one I'm going to close up with here is Renan Barão.
Oh.
Pre-USADA, 33-2. And one of those was the fucking TJ Dillashaw fight.
Okay.
Actually, yeah, one of them.
One of them, right.
Post-USADA, 1-6.
That guy's gone.
And this guy has floated in 2 weight division since.
That guy has gone after his fucking contract's up. I don't know how many fights he's got on his contract left with the UFC.
He's got to
but
be
it's done.
on his
Gotta be
last
done.
one. And after that, you're going to see him. You're going to have to pirate his fights. You're going to have to pirate his fights and stay up till 3 a.m. Enjoy.
I think he can go to Ryzen and get on the gas and get back to form. But
I can also go get a prostate exam. Probably enjoy it just as much.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. All right.
Just saying, man.
I wonder about like some of the heavier, the fucking more muscle-bound bastards like Gleison Tebow.
I actually checked him out. His last fight was in the Golden Boy promotion fight that did Liddell Ortiz 3.
Oh, okay. Well, I
which
guess
he
that
won.
I guess that tells you what you need to know.
It was at a catch weight of $160, but before that, it was 2015 the last time he fought in the UFC, and he lost his last 3. Oh, yeah. So he was actually out before USADA came in.
Yeah. Probably saw the writing on the wall.
Yeah, it's like, not only am I gassing, I'm still getting my ass beat. I got to get the fuck out of here.
That dude is running out the back door like his fucking name was, God damn it, who the fuck?
Some porn star.
No, the, God damn it, the guy that got banned for life, but he's been welcomed back now.
Oh, Pete Rose.
Not Fabricio. No, he's a UFC.
Vanderlei.
Yeah, Vanderlei Silva. God damn it.
Damn it.
Sorry about that. Goddamn whiskey.
I really wish that we had like trivia nights somewhere at bars nearby. Yeah. I would fucking kill. We wouldn't have to pay for drinks because I'd win all the bar dollars money could buy.
I actually have one on like Thursdays at the Doghouse, but it's like after my bedtime.
I got to bring a piece. Don't you have to bring like some form of weaponry there?
I don't know. Do you?
I don't know.
Is that kind of the
last time I was
there, going on there?
Last time I was there, I was high on mushrooms.
Oh, okay. Somebody showed you a gun?
No, I've just heard stories that like now that place is where all the derelicts go.
Well, what other fuck bar are the derelicts going to go?
Everybody that tucks their shirt in into their belt buckle. Oh no, those aren't derelicts. Those are cunts. I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, that goes without saying.
Oh god damn it! Never mind.
Yeah, right.
Never mind.
Right.
I just had a big flash of rage. But let's UFC Fight Night 148.
Get to the picks. I don't give 2 shits about the undercard.
Thompson Pettis.
I'm going Thompson. God damn it, he better show up. That's all I ask, and I think he will because Pettis might try to take him down, but it's not going to be any real effort.
Stephen Thompson's fighting a guy in Anthony Pettis that needs to fucking win, and he doesn't need to get a decision. This dude needs a finish, an elaborate finish.
Thompson's going to look like a giant, though, because let's not forget Pettis was once upon a time fighting 145, getting his ass kicked, after he started getting his ass kicked at 155. So now he's going to come up to 170.
Yeah, and a failed featherweight debut, by the way. So, fucking Pettis is 5'10", and usually comes in at $155. Thompson's only 6 foot. But
the size is going to be considerable.
It's all in the hands and the legs, man. He's fighting a guy. He's fighting Ralph Macchio.
Yeah.
And Pettis, he feels the pressure. This dude is going to try to get in there and get it dirty, get him on the cage, and try to keep it close.
I think so, yeah.
Stephen Thompson's not going to let him do that, and every time he tries to do it, he's going to pay for it.
Right.
And there will be a time where he'll pay for it, and he's not going to remember, unless he's only going to have the receipt in his pocket.
I
from the hospital.
I don't think that Pettis has the ability to fight Thompson's game.
Oh, agreed. And Pettis is not the striker he was when he was in WEC. Let's fucking move away from that goddamn Benson Henderson highlight.
Right.
We see it all the time. We see that. We see the Wheaties box, but you know what we see after that? We don't see a whole lot.
You don't see anything. You don't see Pettis highlights with him wearing fucking Reebok gear.
The only time you see Anthony Pettis in a highlight post Wheaties is when you see Tony Ferguson. Because when you see his last fight, Tony's last fight when he won the interim belt against Pettis,
right.
Pettis was left a mess.
Well, they don't show those highlights, though.
Yeah. No, that was the Kevin Lee fight where he left Kevin Lee with nearly a broken fucking arm.
Oh, right.
But yeah, I'm going Pettis. I'm not
You're going Pettis?
I'm not going Pettis.
Crazy man.
If I was in Vegas, I'd put $100 on Pettis. Just for the fucking chance I might make about $300. But this is Stephen Thompson's fight to win, but it's not going to be a rebound. He's fighting an unranked guy making a welterweight debut. It's just going to keep him relevant. It's not going to do anything for him. I'm picking Stephen Thompson, knockout second round.
I'm going Stephen Thompson, a fourth round finish.
Wow, you think?
I think he's way too conservative nowadays, but I still like his chances, and I still like his point finding ability, and I think he finds a way to fucking probably get that win, probably turned in the fourth round.
Sure. Well, fucking A, man. I can agree with that. He does shine in later rounds when
he's got really good cardio.
Really boring. Yeah,
I mean,
he's got great cardio because usually he's not doing a lot of shit in those first 3 rounds unless
he's being engaged. That's the unfortunate thing.
I think I have just as good cardio as Stephen Thompson.
Well, let's not
move on then.
Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and let's see. Let's jump into the picks.
I pick more of this rye whiskey.
Pick what you drinking?
I don't have any Monster left to make a vodka Monster, so just Budweiser and rye whiskey for me, thanks.
Going rye whiskey and some Osbach, some German brandy.
Oh, shite.
Yeah, I'm that guy.
What are you jamming, my friend?
3 things. I have 3 picks. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Damn.
I'm sorry. And it's mainly because of the fact we didn't really get around too much to talking about some of the new releases for the week. Because there are none. If you're a prog guy, if you're a power metal guy, if you're a grindcore guy,
or Battle Beast, which that lead vocalist lady in Battle Beast is pretty gnarly in the eye. I like
there
her.
are 3
I like
things.
her a lot.
3 things I would recommend you check out this week. High Reaper. They have Higher Reapers that released. Got dropped today. They're good. They're good. I like them. They're fine. They're fine and doom metal. They exhibit everything I kind of dig about that.
I'm still waiting on the sophomore album from Alone in a Room. Still lonely.
I also like Obsidian Sea this week. They're out of Bulgaria.
That was really good, man.
They're out of Bulgaria. Their album release is Strangers. You can buy that on Bandcamp. And
stream it for free as well.
Well, and I really, really like another one that I encountered this week that's brand new, and it's a band by the name of Sigils. They're out of New York. We're going to be actually closing out with a Faceless. It's off of their...
me? Don't you boo me.
I don't think they're the Ally Aquina. But
are they Ally Aquina of like atmospheric doom?
I don't know. But
that might not be a right... Because I heard these guys right before we kicked off, so
yeah, no,
I don't know
they're
if
good.
That's accurate or not.
Four tracks. You can preview it on fucking YouTube if you need to, but get on Bandcamp and buy them as well. I think it's sigils.bandcamp.com. So those are my 3 picks on music this week. Sorry to burden you with that, but yeah,
no, that's all right. I had no music picks outside of Shedding Skin, Pantera, Far Beyond Driven. Got that album through BMG. It was like Columbia House.
Right.
Back
in the old day when they're like, send me free
12
music and I'll never send you a dime.
I got 12 CDs for a penny, and they're like, okay, we need you to buy a CD for $13. I'm like, nah.
Send me off to Collections. I'm 17, man.
I was 15.
Oh, there you go.
But I knew how to use the internet. I would just go to the library and be like, yeah, I want these 12 metal albums, which they were all like Pantera.
She was the man that made Columbia House shut down.
Well, shit. Then Napster popped up. I'm like, no, the dream lives on.
Good for you. Good for you and Lars. Good for you, Lars.
MMA picks. I'm gonna pick in a shock the complete opposite of what might happen. Anthony Pettit's going for Imanari roll and breaking Stephen Thompson's leg. First round, 15 seconds.
I got Curtis Blades coming back and getting a well-needed fucking victory against Justin Willis.
They were talking shit in the fucking weigh-ins.
With a first-round fucking full mount ground and pound finish in the first fucking minute.
Full mount ground and pound heavyweight fight? No way, man.
Yeah.
No way.
Which means over in a fucking heartbeat. Right.
Do you think we could throw a bottle of Bullet Rye into a Mead carboy and it would inherit the flavor of that?
No.
Is there any way we could...
Why are you fucking trying to mess with perfection?
I don't know.
It's almost like you would try to go back and try to hit, fucking force power, Pantera, fucking 25 years.
I have 4 shots of rye and a can of Monster flowing through my veins right now. I don't know what I'm going to do.
Well, go out and have yard fights. That's what they usually do, right?
I'm going to go out and have a yard sale.
All right. Sigils, check it out. Faceless is actually their more tamer of their great fucking doom metal. And check it out on YouTube. You might be like their 14th fucking view. They're good. They're
You
good.
could probably go down the comic session and say first.
Probably.
Do they still do
you're
that
an
shit?
asshole. Yeah, they do.
If you're, oh, wow, shit.
Anyway, I'll check in with you assholes 1 week
I
from
won't.
today. Maybe.
Well, yeah, I will.
Unless I'm dead. Yeah.
Well, yeah, we all might be dead. Who knows?
Death seems to be the theme this week.
But you know what we'll be doing?
Living it up.
Getting drunk.
Yeah, okay, there it is. Have a good week, you assholes.